Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to the vlog. I am in the middle of doing my hair. I'm just straightening it because right now it is so thick because it's like a blunt short cut. And I put a little bit of makeup on. I don't know how because I am so fatigued. Your girl is exhausted. And that is exactly what this video is gonna be about. I am currently 4 days past a 5-day embryo transfer. And you know what? We need to talk about it. I genuinely do not know how I put makeup on. I quite literally had to force myself because I am just not in the mood whatsoever. I am so tired, but the hubby and I are going on a much needed dinner date. I'm gonna get into it in a bit, but I just have not been feeling the best, so we are gonna go out together and just have a dinner. I was actually originally supposed to go out with a friend tonight, but she is sick, so she obviously canceled. We're gonna have to reschedule, and I was feeling a little bit down about that because I was really excited, but obviously it's in the best interest of both of us to not go because one, she shouldn't be going out when she's sick, and two, I don't want to get sick during this time. So the hubby said, let's just go out together. So that's what we're gonna do. It is also so stinking hot out. I'm gonna have to change. I'm literally sweating, which again, I will get to in a minute, but I think that is a symptom of like what's going on in my body right now because yeah, let me just finish my hair and change quickly, and then we're gonna sit down and chat about symptoms and the 2-week wait. Okay, that is much better. Honestly, I should probably like wet my bangs and then blow them out, but I kind of just used the straightener and I flipped it, and it is what it is. I honestly have no motivation to do any better with that. Also, our neighbors are like building a fence in a cabana, so if you do hear drilling in the back, that's what that is. So let's kind of just chit chat about symptoms so far. So I did mention, again, I am 4 days past 5-day embryo transfer. 5-day embryo means that the sperm and my egg were fertilized and then they were grown in the lab for 5 days. So my transfer, or when they implanted that 5-day embryo back in me, was 5 days after I ovulated on my last cycle, or my current cycle, I guess. The day of your embryo transfer is day 0. So day 1 starts the following day. For me, that was a Saturday, and so day 1 is the following day, which was a Sunday. I'm just gonna refer to my notes because I have been jotting everything down. Now, before I do get into the symptoms, I want to just say these are things that I noticed. This doesn't necessarily mean it's a symptom of implantation or pregnancy or anything. It's just things that I'm noticing with my body and I'm jotting it down. So obviously keep that in mind. But on day 1, I did have a major headache. It was like on and off the entire day. It could have very well been a tension headache because it was kind of like in the back, late afternoon into the evening. I did have a running nose. Again, that could just be from maybe allergies, or it can just be from the simple fact of going from like AC to really hot outside and then back and forth and vice versa. I was actually quite surprised how bloated I was on that first day. I literally looked like I was like 3 months, 4 or 5 months pregnant already. And then the other thing I noticed is that I was peeing a lot, but that could have just been because I'm trying to stay like extra hydrated. So that, I mean, it makes sense. I was also very surprised on day 1 that I did feel a little bit of cramping and like twinges here and there. Moving into day 2, so I have been tracking my hormones my entire cycle. I use the Mira hormone monitor. I've shown you guys it a few times. So on day 2 past embryo transfer, I noticed my estrogen and progesterone slightly rose. Now, obviously the hormone monitor isn't like an indicator of pregnancy, but seeing estrogen and progesterone go up is a good thing. I was definitely bloated on day 2, but I will say it was more so in the morning. I feel like I felt it in the afternoon and the evening, but it wasn't as much, and it kind of like subsided. And day 2 is when acne started. I don't really get acne, but since starting IVF in general, oh my god, all of the hormones and the medications and stuff just makes me break out. Now, I'm very lucky because it's a lot for me, but when other people see it, they're like, oh, it's not that bad, mine's worse, which 100% I get, but in comparison to what's like normal for myself, it's a lot. I have makeup on, so you probably can't tell, but you know, it is getting worse. I have it like all down my neck here and my jawline here. And now I'm starting to get it on like my hairline going all the way across. I have a big guy right here that I covered. I have one here that I covered. I have another one above my lip that I kind of covered. I feel like you can see that one though. I also noticed in the afternoon that I was having like sore boobs, and it might be weird, but mainly my left one. Lastly, again, some mild cramping here and there, but I definitely will say it wasn't as noticeable as on day 1. Okay, moving into day 3, which was yesterday. This is the day I feel like I felt the most cramping. I mainly recognized it in my body in the morning and the afternoon, specifically in the center of like my uterus and like my lower abdomen. It's funny, I wrote tired, just very bluntly, like no other notes, because I have been very tired since yesterday. Bloating has continued, and I feel like it's kind of at a point where it just feels like everything is like being pushed out. Like even when I wake up after sleeping for 8 or 9 hours, I feel so very full. And it's not full in the sense of hunger, it's just full in the sense of like this area just feels like it's being pushed out. I also did notice lower back pain in the late afternoon going into the evening, which I thought was weird because the 2 days prior I actually kind of just like relaxed and rested for those days. I didn't do full bed rest, but I think I probably only got like 4,000 steps in, versus on day 3 I got over 8,000 steps, which is like normal for me. That's like what I do every day. So the fact that my back was hurting, I was like, that's kind of weird, because usually when I sit for long periods of time or lay for long periods of time, my back will hurt. So the fact that I was like kind of back to like normal activity on day 3 and my back hurt was weird. And then the last thing I noted was last night I had night sweats so badly. My bed was literally soaked in the middle of the night. I think I woke up at like maybe like 2:30 and I literally had to completely change. It was like the weirdest thing ever. Now moving today, which is day 4 past embryo transfer, I woke up very early. And when I say early, it was 5:30. I don't know why. I could not fall back asleep. 5:30, I woke up and I was just in bed. And obviously that was after the night of the night sweats. So just waking up, I was not feeling the best. This kind of started late last night, like right before I went to bed. So I didn't really count it for yesterday, but I will say going into today, I'm feeling like very sad and like very irritable. And it's honestly for no particular reason at all. Like it's based on nothing. Like I'm not even thinking like, oh, this didn't work or something. Like it has nothing to do with that. I'm just like sad. I don't know why. So I definitely think that's just like a mixture of the stress of this, of the anxiety, the agony of waiting, the hormones going all crazy. And then as well, I read online that taking progesterone can like give you mood swings. I'm also feeling a little bit irritable. So like everyone and everything is bothering me. Even like my employees at work, like they're just texting me and I'm like, ew, like you're annoying me. I don't know. Like it's just, I don't know what it is. Low back is like not painful, but it's like irritated again today. And then I did feel cramping and twinges in the morning and like throughout the afternoon. I will say today though, I did mainly feel it on the left side. So I think in the morning it was a little bit more in the middle, and then like a lot of what I was feeling was on the left. Right now, I am actually 7 days post-transfer, but I want to catch you up on the last couple of days. I have been struggling a lot. That's why I could not pick up my camera. So let's just backtrack a little bit. I ended off with day 4. So let's talk about day 5. I did wake up with a mild headache, and I will say that's been something that I've been noticing the past couple of days. Like it's very mild. It doesn't hurt at all. It's just there. It's so annoying. I woke up a few times during the night. So again, like all the other days, I woke up feeling very tired still. I did have some cramping and bloating in the afternoon. I will say this is the first day where I felt really, really emotional. Like I was crying all morning for literally no reason. I did read online. I have been talking to ChatGPT a lot, but it does say if you don't sleep well, plus you're hungry on top of the hormones and the progesterone and everything, that can cause, you know, the irritability and the crying and all of that. During the day, I am tired, but specifically on day 5, I got super tired around 4 p.m. Like honestly, to the point where it feels like I can't function. Day 6, so the evening of night 5 into day 6 morning was actually the best sleep that I've had since the embryo transfer. It wasn't great, but it definitely was the best out of the last like 5 prior nights. I didn't toss and turn as much and I just felt like I could like actually get a decent sleep. I had low back aching in the morning as well as left side cramping. Most of the cramping that I'm feeling now, it's not really like in the middle, it's kind of more just to one side. I also did have acupuncture on day 6 midday, which was, I feel like, very much needed because we didn't do really any fertility specific things. It was mainly just like energy boosting, relaxation, and blood, you know, flow and circulation. Usually she leaves me there with the needles in for like 20-25 minutes, but this time she left me for 45 minutes and it was such a good sleep. Honestly, I probably would have slept longer. I think I woke up myself maybe like a minute or two before she came back in to take them out, and I was like, oh my god, I could have probably been there for like 3 more hours. So after that, I was just like very, very tired. Like I was just in this like different state. And now moving today, day 7, I definitely tossed around a bunch during the night, so kind of went back to crappy sleep. I woke up exhausted and I had some cramping when I woke up. I'm actually like super surprised at how bad I've been sleeping, except for the evening of day 5 going into day 6. Like sleep has just been so bad, and I guess it's because of the hormones or whatever. Like it's been brutal. Today has been the worst back aching that I have felt, and I'm feeling very full, like super full, even maybe TMI, but like even after my morning poop, like I just literally feel so full. It honestly feels like my stomach is just stretching. It is honestly the weirdest feeling. Today I'm also very exhausted, and I know I've been saying that every day, but today is the first day where I've actually like literally needed to take a nap. The other days I was really tired and I could just like kind of power through it and go to bed early, but like today, no, I needed to nap. I had major left side cramping, mainly in the morning. The rest of the day, it hasn't been too much, kind of like here and there, but it was like super noticeable in the morning. And then the last thing I'll note, maybe again TMI, but I'm noticing that I'm a bit more gassy than normal. Like I don't even think I've noticed gas at all the last like week, but today it's definitely there. Don't mind me, I just got out of a much needed shower. I have been feeling disgusting, so I wanted to do an everything shower. I am currently 9 days past transfer, and I need to catch you up on yesterday's symptoms, which was day 8 and today's. So on day 8, I noticed that I was actually peeing a lot more. Like I'm waking up in the middle of the night, especially to have to use the washroom. Like I feel like I'm gonna be like pissing Niagara Falls. Like I need to go right then and there. I woke up with a sore low back, so annoying. I hate it. Again, woke up very tired, stomach felt very full and tight. Kind of a new symptom or like something different that I noticed is I had a lot of energy in the late morning on day 8. I don't know why, I just had like a surge of energy. Day 8 was also the first day I felt slightly nauseous. Now I'm not 100% sure if that's even a pregnancy symptom because this would be so early if I am pregnant, but I ate lunch and I kind of felt like, and that was the first time I've noticed that, so it was weird. And then right after lunch, I lost all of that energy and I was exhausted and I had to take a nap. And then the last thing I wrote down for day 8 is that nausea continued in the afternoon, like evening. When I ate dinner, I literally threw up in my mouth. I don't know what it was, but it just, food that day was like not the best. I don't know. Today so far, same things, really tired, bloated. This morning I was sneezing like crazy. Like I'm telling you, achoo, 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 like literally 10 sneezes in a row, maybe even more. I don't even think I've touched on it much, but I've had a lingering sore throat and like runny nose all week, but like not enough that I feel like I have said it as a symptom, but it has been all week. And I've noticed like today it's been a little bit worse. Even on walks with Kobe today, I feel like I have like mucus in my throat and like I've actually had to spit. Like it's so gross. Like I never do that. So that's definitely like a new weird symptom that I'm experiencing today, but otherwise nothing really else. I haven't really felt nauseous, just very tired. I felt gross. That's why I showered, and yeah, just like very bloated. Like my stomach. Sorry about the lighting. It is so early. It is 6 a.m. and the hubby and I just woke up because we are going to do our first pregnancy test. So today I am 10 days past 5-day embryo transfer, but I feel like we've done a really good job not testing at home. Like the fact that it's been 10 days and I have not tested at all, I'm so proud of myself. The trigger shot should not be in my system anymore. And yeah, we're kind of just like at a point where we're gonna do it. So we're both very nervous. And it's like 6 a.m. so we're whispering. Alan's gonna throw up. Holy shit, my hand is shaking bad. This feels like forever. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.